Ever felt like you're shouting into the void, especially when it comes to someone you're really into? It's like being wrapped in a blanket of gloom, tossed into a sea of rejection. Feeling left out, unsure, and powerless can hit hard. But don't let those tough emotions keep you down. Stoicism teaches us that our power lies in how we choose to react. Today, we're not just dealing with rejection. We're flipping it to our advantage. In this video, we dive deep into how to make rejection work for you, transforming it into a tool that not only gets you noticed, but also strengthens your resolve and leaves a lasting impression. We're not about playing games or stepping on others. This is about harnessing your inner strength and psychological smarts to make an impact that can't be ignored. Stick with us as we turn rejection into a stepping stone for success and increased self-confidence. By the end of this video, you'll know how to turn every no into a powerful yes in your life and relationships. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to support our channel, and share your own stories in the comments. Your insights could be the boost someone else needs. Let's kickstart this journey together. Number 1, stop thinking about her. When a woman doesn't pay attention to you, a useful Stoic tip is to not dwell on it. This isn't about ignoring how you feel or pretending it doesn't bother you. It's about shifting your attention to things you can actually influence, like your personal development. Begin by reevaluating your goals. Ask yourself, what am I aiming for? What accomplishments would make me proud? Jot these down and outline how to achieve them. This way, you move your focus from what's upsetting you to what's helping you grow. Next, throw yourself into hobbies, old or new. Whether it's learning to play the guitar, joining a sports team, or exploring cooking, hobbies aren't just distractions. They're ways to invest in your happiness and abilities. They fill your time with joy and personal growth, which is a core idea in Stoicism. Also, remember the people who support you no matter what. Hanging out with friends and family strengthens your feeling of belonging and support. These relationships show you that being ignored by one person doesn't determine your value or your capacity to be loved. Self-reflection is crucial too. Use this time to evaluate your virtues and how you can enhance them. Ask yourself, am I as patient, kind, or brave as I want to be? Stoicism shows us that our character is the main thing we can control and should always work to improve. By redirecting your focus like this, you start to live out the Stoic belief that outside events, like being ignored, shouldn't shake our inner calm or happiness. You'll realize that her ignoring you doesn't change your worth or your ability to lead a fulfilling life. In short, putting her out of your mind isn't about denial. It's about taking active steps to regain your peace and focus your energy where it matters. Remember, you have the power to decide where your attention goes, and choosing to concentrate on your personal growth and happiness is always the best move. Number 2, cease all contact. Ending contact isn't about spite or passive aggression. It's about maintaining self-respect and protecting your emotional well-being. If you've reached out without a response, or if your attempts to connect are repeatedly ignored, it might be time to step back. This involves stopping the texts, the calls, and reducing interactions if you see her in person. It's about taking a step back, not to manipulate or provoke a reaction, but to grant yourself the peace you deserve. For example, if you're used to sending her messages and she hasn't been responsive, don't keep sending more in the hope of a different outcome. Similarly, if you call and she doesn't answer, hold back from making more calls. This isn't just about showing her that you won't tolerate being ignored. It's about showing yourself that you value your own worth enough not to chase someone who isn't returning your effort. In social situations where you both are in the same circle, you don't need to go out of your way to interact with her. Politely acknowledge her presence if necessary, but then shift your focus to friends and others who appreciate your company. This approach isn't about avoiding her out of spite. It's about directing your energy towards more rewarding interactions. The Stoic perspective on this is compelling. We should not let our inner peace be disturbed by external behaviors that are out of our control. By deciding to cut contact, you're practicing Stoic detachment, not as a punishment or out of bitterness, but as a way to concentrate on what enhances your life and preserves your tranquility. Remember, this strategy is about maintaining your dignity and peace of mind. It's a form of self-care that ensures you're not continuously wounded or distracted by someone's lack of involvement. Stay true to your values. Focus on those who uplift you, and keep living a life you're proud of. This is the Stoic approach, finding freedom by focusing on what really matters and releasing what doesn't. Number 3, demonstrate your value. In Stoic philosophy, our value isn't defined by how others recognize us, but by our own virtues and actions. So, if a woman overlooks you, instead of feeling hurt or withdrawing, use it as a chance to showcase your value. Display your intelligence, humor, and charm. It's not so much about proving something to her, but about staying true to your own qualities and excellence. For example, if you're in a group and she mentions a topic you know well, confidently join the conversation. Offer your insights in a way that enriches the discussion. This isn't just about flaunting your knowledge. It's about making a meaningful contribution, which aligns deeply with Stoic values. Humor is indeed a potent tool. If she makes a sarcastic comment, a witty, light-hearted comeback can show your resilience and ability to deal with social pressures smoothly. This mirrors the Stoic ideal of not letting outside events disturb your inner calm. Being a good listener is another crucial way to demonstrate your worth. If she's talking about something, listen attentively and respond with thoughtful comments or questions. This shows that you value the conversation and respect her viewpoint, even if it seems she isn't doing the same for you. It's about showcasing respect and dignity, which are fundamental Stoic virtues. By showing these qualities, you're not just aiming to capture her attention, you're living out Stoic principles of self-respect and integrity. It's about recognizing your worth and being ready to share it, no matter how others may initially react to you. So, the next time you feel overlooked, keep this in mind. Your value doesn't lessen because someone else doesn't see it. Continue to be your best self and let your actions loudly declare who you are. In doing so, you preserve your Stoic calm and show that you're not someone who can be easily overlooked. Number 4, step outside and enjoy yourself. Stoicism doesn't say to forget about your feelings, but it teaches us to handle them by doing things that make us feel good. If a woman is not paying attention to you, instead of getting stuck on that, why not spend your time on something fun? This could be as simple as watching a comedy that cracks you up, playing some basketball, or taking a relaxing walk in the park. These aren't just ways to distract yourself. They prove that you can make your own happiness, no matter what anyone else is doing. Adding friends to your plans can really boost the good vibes. Friends lift your spirits, share fresh views, and remind you how much you're valued through their support and company. You can check out new spots, try new things, and create lasting memories together. This kind of social bond is key in Stoicism. It's all about valuing and strengthening the community around you, which helps you become more resilient to tough emotions. If you're still feeling down, try mixing things up a bit. head to a new restaurant, catch a live music show, or join a local group that catches your interest. These activities do more than just distract you from feeling ignored. They open up your world and connect you with new people, which might lead to new friendships and chances. Stoicism teaches us to live in the moment and make the most of every situation. Sometimes that means stepping out of your comfort zone to find new parts of life and learn more about yourself. So, the next time you feel ignored, see it as an opportunity to get back in touch with what makes you unique. Go out, enjoy yourself, and dive into life. This way of handling things not only helps you deal with the sting of rejection, but also strengthens your character and boosts the joy in your life, keeping in line with Stoic principles. Savor the journey, focus on the positives, and fill your life with experiences that reinforce your value and happiness. Number 5, create a social status. One powerful way to handle being ignored is to work on boosting your social standing. This isn't about chasing approval from others, but about enhancing your self-esteem and making your mark in your community, which fits well with the Stoic values of self-improvement and independence. By raising your social status through positive actions, you're not just becoming more attractive to others, you're also building your self-respect and confidence. So, how can you put this into action? First, consider investing in both your physical and mental well-being. Regular exercise, like hitting the gym, not only boosts your health, but also your self-esteem, making you feel more confident and energetic. Taking up a new hobby or learning a skill does more than just pass the time. It broadens your horizons and gives you exciting topics to discuss, whether it's becoming fluent in a new language, cooking unique dishes, or playing a musical instrument. These activities enrich your life and help shape you into a well-rounded person. On the professional front, advancing your career by earning new qualifications or tackling challenging projects can raise your profile at work and in your field. Networking is key. It connects you with others who can offer support, advice, and new opportunities. Remember, your professional achievements enhance your image, demonstrating your commitment and expertise. Volunteering is another effective way to enhance your social standing. It shows empathy, compassion, and a dedication to causes bigger than yourself. Qualities that not only make you appealing, but also deepen your connection with your community. These actions reflect the true values of Stoicism. Social media can be a tactical tool as well. Use it to showcase your achievements, interests, and adventures. When you post about a recent hike, a volunteering event, or a career milestone, you're building an image of someone who's active, involved, and interesting. This isn't about showing off. It's about sharing your experiences with others and inviting them to see the diverse person you are. By focusing on these activities, you're building a vibrant, engaging life that's tough for anyone to overlook. You're also embracing the Stoic principle of concentrating on what you can control, your actions and your personal growth, instead of worrying about how others see you. This approach not only enhances your own life, but also aligns perfectly with the Stoic mindset of self-improvement and independence. Number 6, overlook her too. When a woman you're interested in begins to ignore you, it's natural to feel a pang of hurt or frustration. Your first impulse might be to ignore her in return, but according to Stoicism, this reaction offers a valuable lesson in self-respect and maintaining your own values. Stoicism teaches us that our inner peace is determined not by external circumstances, but by how we choose to respond to them. For instance, imagine you send a text and get no reply, or you're talking and she suddenly changes the subject. It's easy to want to push for her attention. but choosing not to send more texts or just steering the conversation on your terms isn't just about playing tit for tat. It's about valuing your own calm and not letting someone else's actions disturb your peace of mind. Here's a different scenario. If you're talking in a group and she ignores your comments, instead of trying hard to get her attention, take a step back gracefully. Talk to others who value what you say, or simply enjoy listening to the conversation. This doesn't mean you're okay with being disrespected. Instead, you're showing Stoic strength, choosing not to let external events bother you and keeping your self-respect intact. In social settings, if you find your comments being ignored, rather than striving for acknowledgement, adopt a graceful approach. Engage with others who appreciate your contributions, or simply enjoy the discussion without forcing the issue. This response isn't a concession to being disrespected. Rather, it reflects Stoic strength. It demonstrates that you refuse to let external behavior disturb your internal peace, and that your self-respect remains intact regardless of others' actions. Excusing yourself politely from a conversation where you feel sidelined can be a powerful expression of self-worth. It signifies that your self-esteem isn't dependent on how others interact with you. This approach not only protects your dignity, but also subtly communicates that you value yourself too much to be disregarded without consequence. Adhering to Stoic principles means controlling only what is within your power, your own actions and reactions. By not reacting to disrespect with anger or resentment, you exemplify that your self-respect is non-negotiable. This approach is not about causing discomfort or playing games. It's about consistently choosing to maintain your peace and demonstrating strength in the face of indifference. Stoic dignity lies in finding serenity within yourself and upholding respect, regardless of how others behave. Number 7, don't act on emotions. Stoicism, a philosophy that emphasizes control over one's reactions and maintaining composure in all situations, offers a valuable perspective on handling situations where a woman seems to ignore you. According to Stoic principles, such moments are not just about the external interactions, but also about how you manage your internal responses and maintain your sense of self-worth. So, when a woman ignores you, she might be observing how you react. This is your opportunity to show true strength and confidence, not just to her, but to yourself as well. When you notice that a woman isn't responding to your texts or appears aloof in your presence, it's easy to feel that this behavior is a personal affront. However, reacting emotionally, whether through frustration, anger, or desperation, often exacerbates the situation and diminishes your sense of control. Stoicism teaches that while you cannot dictate how others behave, you have complete control over your own reactions. Approach the situation with calmness and grace, as Stoicism advocates. A thoughtful, "Hey, I've noticed you seem a bit distant. Is everything okay?" can convey your concern without demanding a reaction or escalating tension. This approach not only demonstrates your kindness, but also shows that you are composed and discerning, qualities that reflect inner strength. If you find yourself being ignored, maintaining your cool is a direct application of Stoic philosophy. By focusing on what you can control, your own actions and feelings, you remain unaffected by external factors. This practice allows you to preserve your inner peace despite the behavior of others. Instead of allowing their actions to disturb your tranquility, you choose to stay centered and calm. Use this period of uncertainty as an opportunity for self-reflection and personal growth. Engage in activities that bring you joy and fulfillment, independent of whether or not she notices. This self-care reinforces the Stoic belief that your self-worth should not be contingent on others' actions, but rather on your own values and inner strength. Should the situation persist with no improvement, remember that Stoicism also teaches the wisdom of acceptance and letting go. Persisting in trying to gain someone's attention when it's not reciprocated may be futile. Instead, stepping back and reassessing the situation can be a prudent move. This approach isn't about giving up, but rather about directing your energy toward where it is appreciated and reciprocated. In this way, you honor both yourself and the principles of Stoicism by maintaining your dignity and focusing on what truly matters. Number 8. Don't implore her for attention. In Stoicism, true self-worth is rooted in self-understanding and personal integrity, rather than external validation. When a woman ignores your messages, it can be tempting to keep reaching out, hoping for a response. However, Stoic principles suggest a more grounded approach. Instead of persisting in seeking her attention, take a step back and reflect on why you're seeking her approval. Reaffirm your own value and recognize that your worth is not dependent on someone else's recognition. If she eventually reaches out after a period of silence, respond with composure and self-assurance. For example, saying, "No problem, I've been busy with my own projects," reflects that you have a fulfilling life, independent of her involvement. This response demonstrates that you are not waiting around for her, but are actively engaged in pursuits that matter to you. It communicates that your life is rich and meaningful, irrespective of her attention. Simplify your perspective by focusing on making the most of your life. Let what you do speak for you. Engage deeply in activities that bring you joy. Spend time with friends who uplift you and continually strive for personal growth. Immersing yourself in these positive experiences naturally boosts your confidence and showcases a fulfilling life. When you're genuinely content and engrossed in your own endeavors, it becomes evident to others, including her, that you lead a satisfying and vibrant life. Living happily with or without her notice embodies core Stoic ideas: resilience, emotional stability, and self-awareness. This approach is not about eliciting regret or seeking revenge, but about sincerely enjoying your life and achieving personal goals. It's about demonstrating that your happiness and sense of purpose are self-sustained and not contingent on external validation. Stoicism doesn't advocate for suppressing your feelings. Rather, it encourages handling them with wisdom and balance. Maintain your self-respect, accept her choice to move on, and continue to improve yourself. This not only enhances your attractiveness to others, but also enriches your own life, which is ultimately what matters most. Number 9. Conceal your struggles from her. If a woman is ignoring you, understand that you can't control her attention. The key is to stay composed and carry on with your life as usual. This doesn't mean you ignore your feelings. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions, but managing them wisely. For example, if she overlooks your text messages or doesn't engage with you socially, maintain a light and composed response. Demonstrate that you're outwardly unaffected, not because you don't feel the sting of rejection, but because you choose not to let it control your actions or self-worth. You remain the confident, self-assured individual you've always been. This approach isn't about pretending nothing is wrong. It's about not allowing it to visibly disturb you. When you interact with her, always be polite and respectful. Being aggressive or confrontational won't improve the situation. It could even reinforce any negative views she might have or make things worse. Instead, your calm demeanor acts as a quiet reminder of your maturity and stability, traits that are highly valued in any relationship. Adopting this Stoic approach involves concentrating on areas of your life that you can enhance and enjoy, whether or not she acknowledges them. Engage deeply in your hobbies. Spend time with friends who support and uplift you, and continue to advance both professionally and personally. These actions strengthen your self-reliance and resilience. By embodying politeness and respect, you reflect a fundamental Stoic belief. Virtue is the highest good. Every interaction is an opportunity to exemplify your best self, irrespective of how others behave towards you. This approach enables you to uphold your dignity and demonstrates your strength and steadiness, even in the face of indifference. Living out Stoic principles involves maintaining your composure and directing your focus toward personal growth and well-being. Such behavior not only preserves your self-respect, but also projects an image of someone who remains strong and unshaken, regardless of external circumstances. Continue to live well, and let your calmness and resilience serve as a powerful statement of your character. Number 10. Refute her misunderstanding. When she overlooks you, maybe because she doesn't quite see who you are or understand your capabilities, it's your chance to really show what you're about. Stoicism teaches us not to get knocked off course by what others think, but to live true to our core values and strengths. If she seems to think you don't know much about something, underestimates your knowledge or capabilities, respond by naturally sharing your insights and expertise when appropriate. This isn't about boasting or being confrontational. It's simply about setting the record straight in a subtle way, through what you do and what you know. If you're seen as dull, shake things up a bit. Use this as a chance to surprise both her and yourself, by trying new things or talking about your own experiences that show off your unique qualities and depth. Whether it's a recent adventure, a transformative book, or a passionate hobby, letting your diverse interests and skills shine through can gradually shift her perception of you. This approach aligns with Stoic principles by allowing your true self to emerge in a genuine and unforced manner. But it's important to remember that Stoicism teaches us the value of not relying on outside approval. If she still ignores you after you've tried, don't take it to heart. It's tough, but try to concentrate on your own growth and improvement. Enhance your skills, cultivate virtues such as patience and resilience, and pursue your personal goals for your own satisfaction and well-being, rather than merely seeking her approval. For instance, if you've tried to connect and share but still find yourself ignored, it's a good idea to shift your focus to your own personal goals and self-reflection. Work on traits you'd like to enhance, such as patience, resilience, or generosity. Emphasizing personal virtue aligns with Stoic principles and ensures that regardless of her response, you are improving yourself. Generally, proving her wrong in a Stoic way isn't about a dramatic display of your worth, but a steady, quiet show of your true self through your actions and choices. Remember, your value isn't based on her recognition, but on your ability to live honestly and virtuously. Keep concentrating on what makes you a good, capable, and interesting person, and let your life do the talking. Number 11. Stop talking to her. Stoicism emphasizes the importance of deliberate action and thoughtful responses aligned with our core values, rather than reacting impulsively from a place of hurt or anger. If a woman doesn't respond to your messages, you might be tempted to retaliate by not replying to hers. Before taking any action, it's essential to reflect on your motivations and what you hope to achieve from this silence. Are you aiming to regain a sense of control or signal that you feel overlooked? If you choose to delay your response, use this time for self-reflection rather than as a means of punishment. For example, if she eventually reaches out after a period of silence, resist the urge to reply immediately or ignore her to make a point. Instead, take a moment to contemplate why she might have been quiet and what you wish to accomplish with your response. This pause isn't about creating curiosity, but about giving yourself the space to respond thoughtfully and with purpose. When you do respond, aim for brevity and politeness. This approach reflects your self-respect and thoughtful demeanor rather than a calculated tactic. You might say something like, "Hi, I noticed you reached out. I've been focusing on some personal projects and reflecting on our previous conversations. How have you been?" This response communicates that you are composed and not desperate for attention, yet still open to meaningful interaction. The Stoic approach here is not about suppressing emotions or ignoring the situation, but about managing your reactions in a way that upholds your dignity and respects the other person's potential reasons for their behavior. It's about demonstrating that you value yourself and won't allow external circumstances to disrupt your inner peace. By practicing Stoic principles, you show that you are capable of responding with grace and maintaining your self-worth, regardless of how others act. This approach helps you stay centered and focused on what truly matters, reinforcing your composure and self-respect in all interactions. It's about showing that you value yourself and won't engage in ways that disturb your inner peace. Thank you for sticking with us to the end of this enlightening journey. Today, we've explored the deep teachings of Stoicism, which emphasize that our responses to life's challenges are within our control. We've discussed how to turn rejection into a catalyst for personal growth and resilience. Remember, if someone special doesn't seem to notice you, it's important to remain calm, project confidence, and not take their lack of interest personally. Instead of seeing rejection as a setback, view it as a chance to show your true strength and depth of character. It's about respecting others' boundaries while leaving a lasting impression with your dignified reactions. This approach isn't limited to romance. It's a philosophy that applies across all aspects of life and relationships. If you found this video enlightening, please take a moment to like it. Subscribe for more content designed to help you handle life's complexities with grace and confidence. Also, don't hesitate to share your stories and insights in the comments below. Your experiences might greatly encourage someone else dealing with similar challenges. Before you head out, be sure to check out the recommended video appearing on your screen right now. Thank you again for watching and for your ongoing support. Remember, each setback can be a step forward if we learn and grow from it. Continue to embrace your journey with resilience and turn every rejection into a stepping stone toward success. See you soon in the next video.